Let's discuss what is a complex number. A complex number is a number which is in the form of a plus ib, where a and b belongs to the set of real numbers and I equal to root of -1 is called as a complex number, and it is denoted by z such that z equal to a plus bi or z equal to a plus ib. You can write bi or ib, doesn't make any difference. Now if z equal to a plus bi, the real part will be a and the imaginary part will be b. See, the real part of the complex number will be a and the imaginary part of the complex number will be b. See, b is associated with I and I belongs to the category of imaginary numbers. So anything that is associated with imaginary number, that will be classified as the imaginary part, and anything that does not have imaginary numbers, that part is called as a real part. Suppose there is a complex number in the form of 2 plus 3i. So the real part of z, that is the real part, will be 2 and the imaginary part of the complex number will be 3. Now why 2 and 3? Does 2 have an imaginary part associated with it? Imaginary part means it should have I with it. I is classified as an imaginary number. So does 2 have an imaginary number? No. So 2 will be called as the real part. 3, does it have I attached to it? Yes. Therefore 3 will be classified as the imaginary part. Take another example. Z equal to 4 minus 6i. So what is the real part? The real part of it will be 4, and what will be the imaginary part? The imaginary part of that will be equal to minus 6, because minus 6 is attached to I, where I is classified as an imaginary number. Therefore your minus 6 will be taken as the imaginary part and 4 will be taken as the real part. Got it? Now if I say that x square equal to 16 and I tell you what are the values of x, I think you will say x is equal to plus or minus 4. Suppose I ask you if x square equal to 25, what is the value of x? You might say x is equal to plus or minus 5. Suppose I ask you if x square equal to 36, what is the value of x? X is equal to plus or minus 6. I hope it is okay for you. Now again, if I ask you if x square equal to minus 100, what is the value of x? So you will say that x is equal to plus or minus root of minus 100. Then I think you have been taught in school that root of a negative number does not exist, which is absolutely true. But in complex numbers, you can convert that negative root in terms of the imaginary number which is denoted by I. So now if I ask you what is x square, if x square equal to minus 100, and if I ask you what is the value of x, you might say it is equal to plus or minus root of 100, and further you might add down telling that root of a negative number does not exist. It's absolutely correct. So root of a negative number does not exist. Suppose I ask you how to find root of minus 100. Okay. So root of minus 100, I can write it as 100 multiplied by minus 1. If I say this is 100 multiplied by minus 1, I can say this is root of 100 multiplied by root of minus 1. Root of 100, it is plus or minus 10. So, and again you will have 10 into root of minus 1. Mathematicians, what they say is root of minus 1, they have given a symbolic notation called I. So whenever I say I is equal to root of minus 1, and I belongs to the category of imaginary numbers. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. So something new for you. Root of a negative number does not exist, but it is correct. So but what we do is, if I want to find the root of minus 100, I will write 100 into minus 1, that is root of 100 into root of minus 1. Root of 100, 10 lete hain. It could be plus or minus 10, we are taking it as 10. And root of minus 1, I will denote it with I. There are a lot of alphabets and there are a lot of symbols which will have special meaning or special values which are defined in mathematics. For example, if I ask you what is the meaning of the alphabet N, you might say this is nothing but natural numbers. Barabar. If I ask you what is the meaning of W, you might say that it belongs to the set of whole numbers. Then if I ask you what is I, you might say that this belongs to the set of integers. And if I ask you what is the meaning of R, you might say that it is a set of real numbers. Okay? And if I ask you what is Z, Z is nothing but it is defined as a complex number where z equal to a plus bi and I equal to root of minus 1 such that a and b belongs to real numbers. यानी ये जो a और b है ना वो real number रहेगा, लेकिन जो I रहेगा ना that will be classified as imaginary number. For example, suppose I write z equal to 4 plus 2i. So what is a? A is 4 and b is what? 2. Because if you compare z with a plus bi, I think the value of a will be 4 and the value of b will be 2. Is 4 a real number? Yes. Is 2 a real number? Yes. That means a and b will belong to the set of real numbers wherein I will be equal to root of minus 1. So this is how a complex number is defined. Complex number is supposed to be the biggest of all the numbers because it will have real numbers, it will have integers, it will have rational numbers, it will have irrational numbers, it will have natural numbers, it will have whole numbers. For example, if I ask you what is this 4, I think you can say that this 4 is a natural number. You can also say that this 4 is a whole number. You can say it is an integer also. So a and b belongs to set of real numbers means real number में सब आ गया, natural भी आ गया, whole number भी आ गया, integers भी आ गया, और real number will come inside complex number. So complex number is a very big set of numbers which will have inside it natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, real numbers, all numbers that comes under the number line system. Is that okay? Now do you know what is the value for pi? You might say this is 22 upon 7 or maybe you might say 3.14 approximately. बराबर? So mathematicians have given either values to certain things or they have given meaning to certain things. n is defined as what number? Natural number. अगर मैं r लिखेगा ना तुम immediately बोलेगा sir that is nothing but a set of real numbers. अगर मैं w लिखेगा तो you will say it belongs to the set of what numbers? Whole numbers. वैसा ही pi लिखेगा तो you might say it is 22 by 7 or 3.14. If I ask you, there is a alphabet called e with the value of e is 2.71828. ऐसा बहुत सारा अल्फाबेट है जिसको कोई कोई वैल्यू असाइंड है या कोई मीनिंग है. वैसा ही I in complex number is nothing but root of minus 1. I in complex number is nothing but root of minus 1. So henceforth you have to remember that root of minus 1 is nothing but I. Got it? Now suppose I ask you what is root of minus 25. Root of minus 25, you should not say that root of a negative number will not exist. It will not exist, that is correct. But you have to convert it in terms of an imaginary number. Meaning, you have to write this as 25 into minus 1. 25 into minus 1, we can write it as root of 25 into root of minus 1. Root of 25 is 5 and root of minus 1, I think sometime back I explained that it has to be taken as I. So, root of minus 25 will become 5i. Another example, suppose you got root of minus 49. How will you write this as? You write this as root of 49 multiplied by minus 1, that is equal to root of 49 multiplied by root of minus 1, that is root of 49, and I think this is I, root of 49, 7, the answer will be equal to 7i. And I is called as an iota, you can Google it up and check, okay, it is called as iota. So, that's a special notation that has been given to the alphabet I, which is defined as iota, and the value of I has been numerically derived as root of minus 1. Whenever you see the alphabet I, you have to write it as root of minus 1 for sure. Henceforth, I is defined as root of minus 1. Got it? Understood this too? By now you know that I equal to root of minus 1. I square will be equal to root of minus 1 the whole square. So I square will be root and square will get cancelled. The answer is minus 1. So I equal to root of minus 1 and I square will be equal to minus 1. You have to remember these two values because it is helpful in solving problems from the exercise which we will be discussing in the next lecture. Now I just want to give you some basic formulas. A plus b the whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, followed by a minus b the whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then you have got a plus b multiplied by a minus b, which is a square minus b square, a plus b the whole cube, which is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Similarly, you have got a minus b the whole cube, which is a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. You have to memorize these formulas. Let us understand what is the meaning of imaginary number. A number in the form of ki, where k belongs to real numbers and k is not equal to 0, such that I equal to root of minus 1 is called an imaginary number. Let's take an example. A number in the form of 2i, such that 2 belongs to real numbers, 2 is not equal to 0, and I is equal to root of minus 1 is called a complex number. Meaning I equal to root of minus 1 is classified as a complex number. You have to remember that. And one more thing you have to remember is I square equal to minus 1